Pandas, pandas, pandas. I got bros in Atlanta twisting dope, lean, and a Fanta. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Pablo, thanks for becoming a panda again. A touch of ADD, thanks for becoming a panda. Thanks for your support. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons and enjoy access to the pre-market show where I go over all my off-stream trades, go over all my account balances, go over all my accounts, and you can follow me a little more closely on my journey as I make some bamboo. We're making bamboo on this channel, but we're making major bamboo on the pre-market show. We're making some serious life-changing money on the pre-market show, and it is amazing. Hope one day you guys can join. And the truth is, if a panda can do it, so can you. And I think that's like the key benefit of the pre-market show. Is to see that someone can do it. I mean, if you can just see that someone can do it, then you know it's possible. And once you know it's possible, then it opens the doors to letting you know coming from, man, am I wasting my time trying, or am I actually progressing to something? And I think that just encourages people when they see the bamboo that we make on that pre-market show. So hopefully one day you guys can join. Vincent and Ella, welcome. Day trading, welcome. Mike G, good morning. Zahari, good morning. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Also, drop a GM in the chat with your location. I would love to know where you guys are from. Matthew Dodd, good morning. Matthew Dodd, already 2-month member. Appreciate it. Aaron Korn, good morning. Sounds like relaxation. Welcome. Aaron Korn. Yes, sir. Exponential. Welcome. FZen. Welcome. If a panda can do it, so can you. Verified. People love the verified. I mean, it started off as a joke, which is so funny. It started off as a joke, and now we're finding ourselves legitimately the most profitable trader on YouTube verified. Like, we're so profitable right now. We're up $8,000 on this account, $8,611 on this account. Absolutely amazing, this journey we've been on. I'll go over all my off-stream trades very quickly. It's not many. I basically took Big Mama yesterday, and I took a small little teeny scalp here, and I just came out with like a point, and I got out of it. And I'm glad I did, because I probably got stopped out if I stayed in there. Yeah, I mean, I liked the bounce here, but this trend was so strong down, I didn't feel very comfortable holding it all the way. And I like the fact that, so we broke this trend line first time. So it's a little scary to enter on the first reversal after that. I did mark on the Discord. If you guys are part of Discord, you guys seen me mark this line here. There was a ledge created. This is an Al Brooks price action setup. And it's a ledge. You have 1, 2, 3. If you have like 4 or 5 hits in the exact same spot on almost a $5,000 product, you gotta pay attention to it. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits exactly on this one spot. That's 45.89. So you know the market likes this area. It tells you through the price action. And the market telling you that, they think this is a fair price. Until we trade so far away from it, it no longer influences the market. But ever since this has been formed, we've been trading near it. We traded through it, in and out of it. We actually pushed so far down, but guess what? We come all the way back up to it. And then yesterday we had this huge downtrend. And then guess where we are? We are right back up to this blue line. We're right back up to the ledge here. So this ledge is very important price action. And it's not always the case, but for the most part, we can at least mark it so we can see, yes, if the market has like a strong uptrend, where's the target? Most likely this ledge. It helps us with our analysis. So we're almost about to hit Big Mama on the other side, which is amazing because you have the strong bear bar, but we're always in long on the daily chart. And we could break above here. I mean, it could be a little sus because you could you can have a second entry long here. You could have something like this. It could break above and reverse immediately. That could be very possible. We're very close to triggering Big Mama. If anything, man, this is like probably another one of a very sus Big Mama. You're looking at the daily chart. You have a big bear bar. and you're gonna try to trade against it. And hey, trade at your own risk, pandas. Trade at your own risk. Good morning, guys. Hugh, good morning. Narnar. Nyornar. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nyornar. I just got wicked out on that third entry like an idiot. All right. Oh, on the one I mentioned here. Are you talking about this one? Good morning, guys. GC Burke. TK from Thailand, welcome. I love the fact that people are here from Thailand. That's amazing. GC Burke, good morning. Hansman, good morning. I mean, they are joining us like late at night probably. Not late, but sometime at night. Mo7, good morning. Philip.
10,000
Fleshlinger. Fleshlinger. Have you seen Oppenheimer yet? Is it Oppenheimer or Oppenheimer? Dan Mascoff, good morning. Speedy Boy, good morning. Scruffy, good morning. Afternoon for Scruffy. Strong uptrend back up to the ledge here that we marked a couple days ago. About 2 days ago. Man, I'm so excited. I want to watch Oppenheimer. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. All the IMAX theaters were sold out, so now I have to wait another week. And I'm buying the tickets a week early so I can get those IMAX tickets. Saturn Return says another break-even week for me, sadly. Maybe we can turn that around today. That's what I'm talking about. That is the kind of that's the kind of attitude you need to have whenever you trade. Just forget about all the mistakes. I mean, obviously you got to remember what caused the mistakes, but emotionally forget about it. It's time to move on. It's time to make bamboo. It's time to. It is really time. Today is a new day. Today truly is a new day. All your woes from yesterday are gone, and now we are treating this day like a brand new day, like the first day we've ever started trading. We're ready to rock and roll, pandas. Market is about to open in 5 minutes. Nothing's gonna stop us from getting bamboo, pandas. Nothing will stop us. Stephen Wayner dropping a little blessing upon us. This is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Matthew says, so far I'm roughly $6 up this week. Hey, you might think that's a little, but you technically are doing better than anyone who lost money this week. You are technically better than anyone who's red this week. Even though you haven't made that much, you got to see the bright side. It's better to be green than red. Zuri says, "Are you gonna buy right before it starts rocketing?" No. You know me. I'm Mr. Patient. I'm Mr. Patient. Let's look at the news today. Always check the news, pandas. Forex Factory, no news today. Beautiful. Just know next week, man, we have some big news happening. Every single day there's high impact news. But the big one, pandas, is next Wednesday. And if you want to get, 20 accounts, let's say you want 20 accounts, and you want to finish all your evals in one single day, Wednesday, most is your highest chance, is your best bet in terms of finishing all your evals in one single trade. That's your best bet. It's your best bet. Basically got a 50-50 chance to win. Tay says, missed you yesterday, Panda. Was playing from behind all day yesterday. Here's to ending the week on a green note. Let's go. Pee-pee. Let's do it. Five minutes going to have a huge gap. The gap is going to be all the way up here on the 5 minute chart. Honestly, I feel kind of sus taking Big Mama here. Because of the daily chart. Because of the daily chart, it's making it hard. We got a second entry long, though. Second entry long. maybe off in the open. We might get a second entry long here. Only problem is, pandas. Only problem is it looks like we gotta. Huh. Interesting. What is going on? Huh. Do I like this second entry long? I mean, it's an uptrend, but it's in the right place. Off the 20 MA, off the middle of the channel. Gonna hit the ledge. Not enough room to the ledge right now. If I take the second entry long off the 20 MA, I need enough room to the resistance before taking. I need a good signal bar. We're in an uptrend. All right. You know, we might have enough here. We might. I mean, we got to overshoot here. Could lead to an undershoot. Pandas. With a good signal bar, I'll be tempted. I'm not going to lie. I'll be a little bit tempted here. This seems like a strong uptrend. And you want to enter in when it's in strong uptrend. I'll be tempted. We were right at the ledge, though. It's kind of where we hit our heads last time. Making a double top, perhaps. Hugh actually has a good point. Nathan E says, can you trade the news on Apex accounts? You can trade only evals. But yes, you can trade evals on Apex accounts. PAs, I would be much more careful. If you do trade news, you gotta have a good reason, justification of taking it. And I mean, like, you gotta be able to explain to someone, like, yeah, I would take that trade 10 out of 10 times, regardless of news or not. It just happened to be at news time, which you gotta be able to justify it. Mo7 says, Panda, did you pioneer the VR live? I pioneered everything, Pandas. I pioneered it all. Live trading, the two-leggy. I pioneered the avatar. Pioneered it all. And now everyone's just trying to catch up, trying to become the most profitable trader on YouTube, verified. Market just open, Pandas. We are dropping, and this is not a place to go long anymore. We're beneath the 20 MA. Got the overshoot to an undershoot. Maybe failed second entry short. Maybe I may want this setup here. Maybe it's quite a strong push down though. Okay, fail second entry long actually working here, but not my setup. That's not my setup here. I wouldn't take this. It could push down very hard, but this is not the setup I take. It's pushing down though. Pushing down quite nicely. And you just scalped that. If you took that setup, congratulations. It's not my setup though. I mean, small risk. I guess maybe I was being a little too conservative. I could technically maybe see like this as a break of trend to new high. L4 setup. I could have seen it like that. I don't know. I like to skip though. I still like to skip. Just because if you're gonna use this pivot, what stops you from using this pivot? What stops you using from this pivot? You know, it's kind of arbitrary to just use this pivot with hindsight bias. So I decided to use the furthest one because it seems like all of these pivots failed. Right, even making new highs every time. So I feel like this, you know, wider channel will be better. And it kind of works out. Kind of works out for the top of the channel if I move this up here. So those are the reasons. And for that reason, I'm out. As my most favorite shark says, and for that reason, I'm out. I'm just kidding. Barbara is definitely not my favorite shark. My favorite shark is definitely I always forget his name. It's not Kevin. It's the guy that's like really nice. But he like rarely makes deals. He rarely makes deals, and I don't think the deals he makes are very good. I think Kevin is probably the most entertaining, but I honestly rarely see him ever make a deal either because his deals are so bad. He's like the enemy. He's like the villain in the Shark Tank. Robert, yes, I like Robert. He's nice. Like he seems like a nice guy, down to earth. Who's the other girl? The blonde girl who does like the QVC. I think she's legit. I mean, if anything, like most of the time, I would probably want to deal with her. Mark obviously is very good, but I don't like Mark's. I don't know. There's something about Mark I don't really like. But I think a lot of people like Mark. I think he's actually a pretty good investor though. I mean, he's obviously Laurie. Man, Sumant, you know them all. Are you a shark yourself? One day, do you want to be on Shark Tank? Maybe I should go to Shark Tank and sell this two-legged pullback indicator. What is going on, pandas? We got a nice bounce off the 10,000 tick 20 EMA. 5-minute chart's a huge gap right now. So I watched them every day on YouTube. I think Shark Tank's really fun. When it first came out, it was really awesome. Really awesome. Now people are kind of like going into it because they know like they want to gain clout and they try to work the system. But when it first started, it was really fascinating. I loved it. I mean, it's still good. I find it still very entertaining. I like shows like that. I like Shark Tank. Pawn Stars was really fun. Storage Wars. I was obsessed with Storage Wars for a while. And I was like, man, I was about to go to to storage auctions and buy storage units myself. I love Storage Wars. And it became kind of weird. It became more like a drama, and it felt fake. It felt like it started to get fake. Like they were really like trying to play the drama that was happening. Storage Wars was fun. What else? Yeah, I just find things fascinating with deals with like actual money, actual risk, and people like assessing things and valuing things and see how accurate they are and taking the risk. I don't know. It's just, maybe that's why you guys love watching me trade and lose a bunch of money, because you see it live, me risking all this actual money, and it's like it's real. It's like real risk. Things are truly lost if you do lose. Things are truly gained if you do win. It's real, that's why. Maybe that's why you guys love it. It makes sense to me. That's why it's important to be verified. Fail second entry short pandas. Is that what am I looking for right now? Is that what I'm looking for? Fail second entry short pandas. I'm trying to go higher. Almost want because this move is so strong down, you almost want a new low here, man. But I'm tempted. Fails like entry short. I'm tempted. I don't think we're even get the setup. We might get it though. Iron Crew says I like the old Storage Wars. American Pickers, I enjoy that too. It's like Red Pickers, like I feel like it's like a bunch of rednecks going to like a bunch of places, and just yeah. Fails against your short pandas. Is that my setup today? Should I skip the first setup I see just to get a feel of it? Dante Madden says, I learned a lot from watching you and the chat community. That's why I watch. The edutainment. I mean, that's what we got here. Pandas, can I just say this right now? I missed you guys yesterday. I know I had a day off yesterday, but I surely missed you guys. There's no place I'd rather be than right here, right now. With the best community on YouTube verified. Fails against short pandas. Is that what I'm looking for right now? I feel like I need another push down because this push looks strong. I mean, you could maybe You can argue maybe this was a break of trend to new low. Getting kind of choppy here, actually. Oh, feels like I just shorts. It's so tempting, pandas. So tempting, pandas. So tempting right now. Ugh. I gotta try. The risk is so small. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, pandas. I'm gonna try it. The risk is so small. I'm gonna attempt it here. Plus, we got the ledge here that the market loves. The market loves coming to this ledge. Loves testing it. Okay. It makes me less inclined to take it now. The risk is large and the signal bar is no bueno. Skip it. Skipping it. Pass. You know, thank you, market, for making the decision easy for me. I love it when you do that. I mean, no way I'm taking that second entry short above 20 MA. No way I'm doing that. My only setup there was the trap, and the market made it simple. My decision easy. Just don't take it. It might be looking for that new low. This is what I was thinking might happen. This push down was so strong. You're thinking it needs one more low. In fact, it makes a second entry long on the 10,000 tick. Right? We're making a second entry long attempt now on 10,000 tick. 2 pushes down. Coming off the 20, maybe making a higher low. But this push down is so strong. You're thinking maybe one more push down here. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Making a second entry short instead. 5-minute chart completely sideways. Okay. Second entry long here. So confusing, pandas. Am I going short? Am I going long? I think it needs one more push down before one more push up. That's the safest. That's the most conservative way to look at this right now, and it's going sideways at this point. So that's better for me to buy long at the bottom of a potential trading range rather than try and buy at the top of a trading range. I think that is a better deal here. Deal or no deal? I'm just talking about all the show references right now. What's going on? Yeah, I would like a nice push down. That would make me feel way more comfortable than getting the fail second to short. I would feel way more comfortable doing that. In fact, taking this short may not be the worst trade ever, but I'm not taking it because on the 10,000 tick, the 20 EMA can act as support. So if it doesn't align with the higher time frames, I typically don't like it. You know, I have a hard time sometimes recognizing what the market cycle is, but the higher time frames help you tremendously.
10,000 tick trap.
Especially the 5-minute chart. Especially the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart helps you tremendously trying to figure out what the market cycle is. Believe it or not, time does matter. Time does matter in the market. And the time chart helps you, right? The 5-minute chart helps you recognize the time. Like when things take a long time, then that makes a difference. This doesn't really track time for you. It tracks only the price and volume. Okay, second entry short triggers there. Failed second entry, or hidden second entry short. I feel more comfortable just waiting here, making a new low first before making a move here. I feel way more comfortable doing that. Coming back to the bottom of trading range indicator. Okay, it's not good enough though. Pandas, that's not good enough. I mean, that's not good enough. I need to break this low. That's not good. I don't think that's good enough, pandas. Ooh, I don't think it's good enough. Plus, I can't go long underneath the 20 MA. I need enough room to the 20 MA if I'm really gonna go long here. Pandas, hey, we're focused up. We're on our A game. I honestly oftentimes don't do this, but actually, let me go over some of the chat here. Nathan says, Panda, can you buy multiple accounts of different values, say 25, 50, and trade them all the time? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You need a trade copier. If you need a trade copier, Replicanto, the link is in the description. You get 20% off using BBM20. I think it's a superior trade copier. I use Apex trade copier for a long time, and when I switched over to Replicanto, I immediately noticed the difference. The smoothness is less clunky, and it's updated. It's updated. There's more features. There's a whole team behind it, upgrading it, and so I just trust the Replicanto right now way more than Apex. And the thing is, I used the Apex. I paid for both. I bought both. But for me, like, the Apex trade copier works good enough. But for me, it's like, if you can be a little bit better, especially fixing those little things that are very not easy to fix, but very obvious to fix. And if Replicanto fixes those things, to me, that's just like I gotta use Replicanto. The support is there, way better support. All right, this is what I want. I want another push down here before going long. That's kind of what I was expecting, that we test this low here. But 10,000 tick chart, pandas, right? It's acting as support right now. It could be a higher low second entry long. 10,000 tick chart. Like us, but what I was saying before that is, um, what was I saying, pandas? I was about to go on a rant, but I want to answer this guy's question first. Just be careful if you do use different amounts, that when you copy your trades, know that there is a limit, right? A max contract limit per account. Every account is different. And so, okay, finally making that new low. Perfect. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. That's exactly what I think this is done. You know, let's look for a long trade, man. Let's look for a long trade now. Just know that they're different. And so if you try to enter, like, let's say like you have a 300K account and a 50K account, and your main account is your 300K account, your max contracts on 300K account is 35 contracts. Your max contracts on a 50K account is only 10 contracts. So let's just say you want to enter a 20 contract trade for some reason on the 300K account. When you do it, it's not going to allow you to trade to do that on your other accounts because it's too large. So just know that that could happen. So just be aware of all the max contracts you can trade per account. Turtle Toast took the lower high after second entry short. He's talking about this second entry. It's actually second entry short as well. It's a lower high and a second entry short. And the trend threshold will be different. Yes, so you gotta like manage it all. So it's. I mean, it depends. Like, yeah. I mean, I have a couple different accounts, so it is what it is. They all serve different purposes for me. But the main purpose is to make bamboo. That is fact verified. Okay. This might want to keep going down here. See this little consolidation here. Another push down after the H4. Excuse me. Okay. Hmm.
5-minute trap.
Second entry long, all the 10,000 tick. I kind of like it though. I kind of like the 10,000 tick second entry long though. Can I get it with a higher low? Can I get it with a higher low on the 2,000 tick? Because I'll take it if I get a higher low on 2,000 tick with the second entry long on the 10,000 tick chart right here. You can see a second entry long 10,000 tick. The signal bar is not the worst. Give me that higher low setup, pandas. Give me that higher low setup. Off the bottom of the trading range here. Ooh, it's a bad signal bar. I mean, that's an ugly looking signal bar. And we're clearly underneath the 20 MA. Oh, that's a sus trade. And we're going choppy. Pandas, I'm skipping it. Skip it. It's getting too choppy too. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What can I say? I don't like it. Shows on the 3 actually. Okay, yeah. That is a lower high as well. It's a trap trade. Alright, we're pushing down. It's grindy. It's grindy right now. It's pushing down, but it's overlapping grindy. Feels like a short will be better. Yes, it would be turtle toes. You have it right. Pandas, you guys might be wondering, how did this panda make over $8,500 on this account? Blood, sweat, and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears. We trade basically only like 2 setups. We trade second entries, well, 3 setups. Second entries, fail second entries, and big mamas. That's all we trade on this channel. That's all we trade on this channel. I mean, once we got big mamas, man, that was a game changer. That was true. I gotta make one of those videos. I was unprofitable until I found out this one secret setup. I gotta make one of those videos. Those super clickbaity thumbnails. I gotta make one. Alright, second entry long doesn't trigger on the 10,000 tick. In fact, now we're just breaking down now, which all, again, makes the decision easy. You don't take it. It's that easy. We might fill the gap now, Pandas. It was a big gap, but we may fill it. I mean, it's a pretty strong move down, what can I say? It might bounce off the 20 MA, but you also have a high chance that we'll bounce off the, or we may try to fill the gap here. It's such a strong move down. Daily chart. I would love the big mama down here. I would love this big mama. I mean, this could be caused because of all the earnings reports. But Pandas, the Fed is gonna raise rates next week. I just don't get it, Pandas. I truly do not get it. The Fed is blatantly telling everybody they're raising rates, but people are acting as if it's not going to trigger a recession. People are acting as, oh, this is the new economy, a new paradigm. It's just so weird to me, man. It's just it feels like either I've gone insane or the world has gone insane. I don't know which one's more feasible. The Fed fund rate, the Fed literally legitimately outright said we're going to raise rates 2 more times this year. And the market says we do not care. High interest rates, making it impossible to pull out loans, making it impossible to stimulate the economy. We do not care. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's like the meme with the dog in the fire. Everything's fine. Doesn't make sense, Pandas. As the rates go up, the dollar should be getting stronger. And if you saw recently, the dollar got like a nice push up recently. If you want to know how strong the dollar is, you can just go to TradingView and go to DXY. It's had a pretty big push down, but I mean, most recently has had a nice push up here. Dollar could go in a trading range for a while. From its highs to now, it's it has dropped about 15%. Oh. We keep pushing down, Pandas, and we're at the 20 EMA now on the 5-minute chart. Some people may just buy it right off the 20 EMA. People love doing that. I mean, 20 EMA. Truly, the 20 EMA is the #1 indicator you need to have on the 5-minute chart. I'll just say that right now. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Pandas, a 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart is the #1 indicator you need to have. Boom, 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 boom. I Pandas. The 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart is just, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. There was a troll about a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, that says that kept trying to say, Panda, do you now know the 20 EMA makes no difference? Kept trying to convince everyone in the chat. I was dumbfounded. I was like, dude, how can people like this truly exist? And when you're talking about the world of YouTube, there's no personality out there that cannot exist in the world of YouTube. If you think that there's no way someone can be like that, YouTube community will prove you wrong. They will absolutely prove you wrong. Pandas are going to fill that gap, it looks like. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see how this candle ends, though. If we close above the 20 MA, then we may actually just bounce right off of it. Hard to say. Paul Rick says, congrats to the 100K. I started watching you 3 months ago when you were losing a lot. Appreciate it. Nathan E asks, if you bought 5 accounts today, can you park 4 for several weeks and just concentrate on passing them one by one? Then when you pass them all, link them together. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, I guess you can do that. You can also pass them. You can also trade them all at once. You can trade them one by one. Just concentrate on passing them one by one. Then when you pass them all, link them, like, create them all into one big account now. Each account is treated separately and distinct. So if you pass one account, then you will get a P account for that account alone. Maybe you're trying to get away from that monthly fee. You cannot. It's all combined. It's all combined. If you're talking about linking them with the trade copier, then yeah, I mean, of course you can do that. It doesn't make a difference. If you want to link them, quote unquote, I don't know what link. If you mean linking them like copying your trades, yeah, you can do that. Hey Panda, I know you use Replicanto now, but do you know if the Apex copier allows for ATMs, or do you have to individually select different groups each time when you switch accounts? Another confusing question, but yes, you can use ATMs on the Apex trade copier. 5-minute chart closing above 20 MA. It may just be a bounce here, Pandas. It may just be a bounce. Why are you so confusing? Why are you so confusing right now? Why are you so confusing? Yeah, I think you can just trade ATMs. Nathan, so you can link eval accounts with the trade copy? Yes. Like with the trade copier, you can copy your trades. That's the whole point of the trade copier. As long as there are different accounts on NinjaTrader, you can copy. Like, it doesn't even have to be with Apex. You can use your personal account and then copy it to your Apex accounts. You can use your Sim account if you want. It's not recommended because your fills are terrible. Like, your fills are not accurate on your Sim account. Like, it's what you should do though. If you're gonna use the trade copier, your main account, your lead account should definitely be a real money account, either a funded account or a real money account, I believe. Like, if you're gonna copy it across other Apex accounts, then I recommend that your lead account be an Apex account. You could either be an eval account or a PA account, because I think their fills are the same, but just be aware. Okay, we got this trend line, and I'm worried about it if we do get a setup, if we hit our heads on it, but I'm gonna sit here. Thanks for the hearts. I see the hearts in the chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you for those hearts on the chat. I mean, those hearts just bring so much joy to my heart. You guys are legitimately just shooting those hearts into my heart, my little panda heart. I see all. I see all of it. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the hearts. Pandas, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I hate that feature. That heart in the chat is the worst feature YouTube has ever created. It is legitimately blocking like some of the text. Like I cannot sometimes read full messages. I can't even select the three dots. If it's like the newest message, I cannot even select the three dots to select options. Like I can't pin a message. It's the worst feature. I don't know who decided to make it on YouTube. They should be fired. What in the world? Who created this? I believe the only way to get a heart is if I put a heart on a comment that you have on one of my videos. So either you haven't put a comment on my video or I didn't like your comment. They should just put the heart near the bottom where they have all the other buttons. Why would they put it right in the middle? And I know you guys are spamming it now because you know how much I hate it. But it's so worthless. It doesn't do anything. I don't even think it helps you with engagement. It's just literally there just to block your just to block the text. Completely useless function. But thanks, I see it all. I thank you. You guys are awesome. I know it takes so much effort to press that little heart. You guys are really supporting this channel a lot. I mean, you guys could be scalping that like button, but hey, the heart is second best. Second best thing you can do to support this channel. Make sure you hit that little heart in the chat. Alright, Pans, we're going completely sideways right now. Inside bar OII pattern on the 10,000 tick. Basically means breakout mode. So whichever side it breaks, whenever it breaks the previous candle's extreme, that's the way you're trying to go. Your chances are more likely to go down, right? Because we were in a downtrend for it to work on the downside. If it breaks to the upside, it's a little less chance, but it's there. The 5-minute chart also creating an OI pattern, creating an inside bar. So now we're in breakout mode. Basically triangle, 2,000 tick. We probably find ourselves making a triangle like this. I'm not going to take the setup though. Or will I? OII pattern. Alright, 10,000 tick triggers on the upside, but like I mentioned, since we're in a downtrend, most likely the better chances of this breakout working is onto the downside. So it does trigger here and may trigger the downside, creating a trap trade. I may like this trap trade, Pandas. Risk is not too large either. I like this trap trade. How about that? Enough room to fill this gap here. The only problem is the 5-minute chart is on the 20 EMA. I don't like that. The 20 EMA. I cannot. 20 EMA. I never fight the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. I never. Well, I do sometimes when I'm being stupid, but if I'm trading well, I will never trade against it. Okay, we break beneath it. Triggered a trap on a 10,000 tick chart. I'm just sitting in my pause, Pandas. I don't know what's happening. It's really sideways right now. Pandas, thank you for continuing to press that heart. You guys are really... Man, you guys are awesome. You guys are truly such good supporters. I mean, you guys could become pandas. You know, actually supporting me. You guys can scalp that like button. You guys can subscribe. You guys can hit that bell notification icon. You guys can actually type in the chat to actually help and support this channel. But you guys are doing the next best thing, which is clicking that little heart, which does absolutely nothing. I appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. Best community on YouTube verified. Thank you guys so much. You guys are great. Really, 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 really do appreciate it. 5-minute chart. We're going to try to fill that gap, I think, now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7 bear bars in a row. Incredible. 10,000 tick. Okay, so we see the 10,000 tick break to the upside. Like I mentioned, less chance for it to work on the upside. Better chance to work on the downside. Now we broke to the downside with a trap trade, outside bar reversal. And it seems like it might work out. It looks good, though, if you took a short here. I skipped it just because I'm just confused in general. 5-minute chart. I didn't want to fight the 20 EMA. Now we're gonna fill that gap here. Nathan asked the most. That is not true. You can link your Apex account to your TradingView account and take and buy and sell trades from TradingView, right? No. Link. Oh, you can link your account. You're not talking about the trade copier. That's a good question. That's a question for Apex. I don't do that myself, so I can't answer that question. I don't know. I don't know if Rhythmic can connect to TradingView. Look at this big old like head and shoulders.
10,000 tick trap.
This looks like a big triangle, big pyramid here. Taroto says he took the trap. Congratulations. The trade was not that bad. 10,000 tick chart, especially because your risk is not that large. 1, 2, 3 point risk on a 10,000 tick chart trap. It's not a bad setup, Pandas. It's not a bad setup at all. It's not a bad setup at all. That small risk. Oh man, Pandas. I didn't even realize we bounced off this trend line too. This channel. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. Huh. I'm just setting my pause here. It got way too congested here for me to really take a trade. Not interested in trading that. But the nice thing is it came off the trend line, also 20 EMA. Gap filled 5-minute chart, Pandas. Gap filled on the 5-minute. Curious to see what happens here. If we create a big wick, then maybe, just maybe. Then maybe. Then just maybe we can reverse here. I need 2 strong bull bars on the 5-minute chart though, above the 20 May. Only time that'd be the only way I'd be convinced for reversing. This channel though, the market's loving this channel at the moment. Sounds like realization says, I need a good BM in my life. Daily chart, strong bear bar. The only problem is if you're always in long on the daily chart, you're going to buy near the bottom here. You're going to buy at the close of this bar. That's a problem. That is the problem. Always in long on the daily chart. Hard to go short. Making big mamas a little more sus actually to the downside. Taking no trade so far. Pretty big push down, but I don't like the price action here. I didn't really find any good trades here along the way. What can I say? What can I say? Oh, Pandas. Okay, I remember what I was gonna talk about. Okay, I'm not a hippie. I'm not a hippie. I'm gonna say right now, I'm not a hippie. I don't believe in new age stuff. That's not me. It's just not me. But Pandas. I recently bought lion's mane extract. It's a mushroom. If you guys don't know, it's a mushroom. It's an extract of a mushroom, and the mushroom ecologists, whatever they're called, shroomcologists, fungi ecologists, they claim that lion's mane has a certain like enzyme that increases like your brain activity or increases your brain function. It's basically the limitless pill. If you've seen the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper taking the pill and he's able to use 100% of his brain. Basically, it's that. That's what they claim, at least. So I've been taking it recently, and yeah, we're focused. We're so focused now because of it. Basically, Panda, are you doing shrooms? I essentially, like, quite literally have, I'm doing shrooms right now. But I don't know. People have said like it clears brain fog if you have like a lot of brain fog, and maybe if you have trouble focusing, it can help you focus. I don't know. I just thought I'd try it out, see if it makes a difference. I mean, the thing is, the brain is worth investing in. I mean, working out, you gotta work out. Of course, the heart spiritually. But when it comes to like your body, your brain, you gotta protect that brain. Gotta protect those 2 brain cells I have left after all this trading. Fail second to short maybe here. I like it. I like the fail second short here. If we can get it though. Or 2 strong bull bars on the 5-minute chart, I'll consider going long. For always in long trading. Toroto says, I need to get my mom some of that. The fog is about to take over her brain. I gotta put like a affiliate link. Brain lion's mane extract to help you focus while trading. maybe panda extract would be better. Panda mane extract. I don't like the outside bar reversal here. But I'm tempted. Technically, this is first break of this downtrend. Hey, it's sus. It's definitely sus. The risk is so small. I'm gonna take it. I think it's gonna trigger the trap on the 5-minute chart. I'm gonna take it here. I would love it actually comes down and touches 20 EMA and bounces off of it. That'd be better. All right, so now the 20 EMA cannot attract it again, but we're balancing out the previous day's close. And we're bouncing off it on the 5-minute chart as well. Hopefully acting as support now. 5-minute chart, the previous day's close right here. Fills that gap. It might push up off the 20 MA. Okay, I like this trade. I like this trade. I like the fact that it actually did try to come back down to the 20 MA here. Bouncing off of it. First trade of the day. Boom. Just be patient, pandas. Just be patient. Be patient for your setup. You finally got it. Let's go, baby. Got that bamboo. Boom. 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 That's all you need, pandas. That's all you need. Man, maybe I should take a runner. Maybe I should take it with a runner. Maybe I should have. This could be strong, pandas. This could be really strong right now. I'm gonna have some FOMO if this starts blasting upwards. I almost hope it doesn't because I want to be okay not taking it, not having a runner here. I just took one single contract. My first trade of the day. Get your feet wet. Get your feet wet. That's what you want traps to be, right? You want traps to finish within 2 bars. You want it to finish within seconds. Like, you don't want it to stay in traps for minutes at a time. Like, traps should, like, a way to confirm if your trap was good, it should finish very quickly. That's kind of confirmation saying that your trap was good. Like, if you trigger your trap and it takes forever and it eventually does hit your take profit, it actually probably was not a good trap. But the fact that it finishes it so quick is like, it tells you that people are all, like, a lot of people took that trade. That's the only way it can move up that fast, right? People came in this trade and they came in with market orders and they pushed it all the way up. Man, pandas. Oh, FOMO's kicking in. I wish I had a runner now. I wish I had a runner. Man, I wish I had a runner. Risk was teeny too. It was a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. I mean, that's a good setup, pandas. I mean, your risk reward is a 1-to-1. Pandas. I mean, I should have taken him with 2 contracts. I should have taken him 2. At least run 1. Because the risk was so small there. I think I missed the opportunity there. It's all good. It's all good. I'm still... it's all good. I'm still the most profitable trader on YouTube verified, so it's all good, pandas. It's all good. We're still there. Turtle Toes asks, why did we not expect a new low here? You could have. It could have made a new low. It really could have. The reason why I wasn't waiting for a new low there is because we bounced off so clearly off of support here. My 5-minute chart was telling me that we bounced off the previous day's close and we closed above the 20 MA, and it would trigger this trap on the 5-minute along with the 2000 tick, basically at the same place. And so that's why I felt a little more comfortable taking that trade without making the new low. So it's more price action than anything else. You don't always have to make a new low. If you have a nice support bounce off of it, and if it aligns with the 5-minute chart, if it aligns with the 10,000 tick chart, then you got yourself trade. The 10,000 tick chart actually probably goes against you because you don't have enough room to 20 MA. But the 5-minute chart and the 2000 tick are aligned. It's worth the trade. Plus, it's a small risk. The setup looked beautiful, right? The setup itself was beautiful for a trap trade. And you know it was a legitimate trap trade because of how quickly we finished that scalp. So, and some days it just does that. Some days you literally will just go, fill the gap, and just bounce off it and that's all it wanted to do, and it just goes up for the rest of the day. Some days it does do that. Will today be one of those days? I don't know. But if I was thinking that, I should have came with a runner. 2 strong bull bars on the 5-minute. I mean, you technically should be always in long now. Maybe I should go always in long with a micro contract. Should we try with a micro contract always in long trade? I'd never do this, but oh man, I think we missed it. Darn, I think we missed it. I think we missed it. I wish we can get filled here. If anything, I could get filled here as well. This is the MES. I'm trying to MES because the risk is so large here. Like, your risk is all the way down here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 point risk. But you're thinking always in long, perhaps. Man, I don't think I'm going to get it. Darn. I was too hesitant. Maybe next time I'll try that, Pandas. I think that's a good plan for next time. That might be another setup we may add to our repertoire. Always in long, basically by the close, and we'll do it on the MES. Because the main reason being is because you got to take typically a big risk when you do that. And I'm not willing to do that on these accounts. I'm not willing to risk that much with my with Eminis. But with MES, 10 times smaller, yeah, sure. I mean, it's basically play money. And so I would try that just for the proof of concept, right? And so we can do it on stream and kind of do it together, right? Show how it's done on stream, and we can, we'll be trading the 5 minute chart most likely. It's maybe not as exhilarating as a 2000 tick, but money's money, pandas. Bamboo's bamboo. So maybe next time. Maybe next time we'll try that. Pandas, welcome to the stream. I'm Bob Money. You guys are currently watching the most profitable trader on YouTube, verified, and we are up $95. Currently, our win rate is 100%. I mean, you take one trade and if you win it and you close the charts for the day, your win rate for that day is 100%, pandas. That's what it is. But pandas, I mean, even if you make $100 per day, I mean, what I'm saying, pandas, it doesn't matter as long as you're profitable. That's all that matters when it comes to Apex. Why? Because of multiple accounts in the trade copier. With the trade copier and multiple accounts in Apex, even with $100, you can make life-changing money if you make $100 per day. Honestly, if you even have four accounts, if you can make $100 per day, at the end of the year, you can make $100,000. The calculation is very easy. You just get the amount of accounts you have, you multiply that by the amount of trading days there are in a year, right, which is 250, and so that equals 1,000, and you multiply that by how much you can make on average per day, which is $100. Let's just say $100. That's one scalp a day. If you can make an average 100, and I think that's very reasonable. If anything, very conservative. If you're profitable, $100 a day is a very reachable goal for you. That means at the end of the year, you can make you can make six figures, and your risk is literally you just make $100 a day. Virtually no risk. Apex takes the bulk of the risk. The only risk you take is paying some fees. And that's with 4 accounts. If you have 10 accounts at the end of the year, make $100 per day. Quick maths, that's $250,000 a year. If you have 20 accounts, $500,000 a year. $500,000 a year, pandas. In what? You just pay a couple fees. And the best part is, pandas, on Wednesday. Right now we have BDM 80% off. And the nice thing is, you can pass all your accounts in one single trade by trading the news. And I don't know any other platform that really allows you to trade news for evals. I would not say trade news with your PA accounts, your funded accounts, but with evals, Apex doesn't really care. They really don't care. And you could trade news, and if you trade news with the evals, you can pass it in one single trade. And boom, you can have 1 account. You can have 5 accounts. You can have 10 accounts. You can have 20 accounts all at once. That easy, pandas. Next week, Wednesday, is the FOMC. So what you can do now is you can actually purchase them now and stock up your trading days. You need to have 7 trading days anyways. So might as well start now if you're going to trade the news and you're already looking forward to the news. Even though it seems like it's far away next Wednesday, you have to have 7 trading days anyways. So what's the difference between doing it now or later? Like, it doesn't matter if the news is today or tomorrow or next week. You need the 7 trading days anyway. So next Wednesday, just be prepared that it's going to be most like a huge move at 2 p.m. You have FOMC statement. You have the Fed funds rate, and at 2:30 you have the FOMC press conference. And the reason why I think it's such a high probability news event for make or break trade, make or break your account trade, is because it's a standalone. It's standalone news that day. There's no other news that can take the thunder. So I really feel like that could be good. I could be wrong, nothing's certain in the world of trading, but it just seems like all signs are pointing to the fact that most likely will be a news event that you can probably pass a 300K account. You only need 6 points. You only need a 6-point move with the 50K account to pass it. You need a 6-point move. That's it. With news, 6-point moves happens all the time. Even on news that are not even that strong, it still happens. And that's all I gotta say about that, pandas. I'm just saying. I'm trying to help you guys out. I mean, if you're wondering how, everyone in the pre-market show knows exactly how much money I make. If you're wondering how I got to this point, that's exactly what I did. This is exactly what I did. So I'm only telling you things that I have done personally. I would never tell you to do something. I'll never tell you not to use something that I don't use personally. And also, if you're wondering what trade copier to use, Replicanto is the way to go. It is the king right now. If Apex upgrades their trade copier, then we'll reassess. But right now, the king is Replicanto. What can I say? Let the best trade copier win. Second entry long here. Do I like it? Kinda. I kinda like it. If we get enough room from this pivot highs. Could possibly be a break a trend new high. Possibly here. It's always hard to tell. Which means that it's hard to take a second entry long here. Regardless, if the signal bar is bad, I'm not taking it. The signal bar is looking to be bad. And that makes the decision easy for me. That makes the decision very easy for me. The signal bar looks terrible. Now we're closing underneath the 20 MA, which makes it even easier for me. Now I don't feel so bad, pandas. I missed maybe 1, 2, 3 point swing. And I probably get stopped out by now, right? Break even +1, get stopped out. So I don't feel so bad missing a runner here. It's not the worst. It's not the worst FOMO. Gabe asks, why you have a balance of plus 8K if your threshold is at plus 100? Did you lose 12K? The I don't know how you got to that maths, but once you get to a certain amount on your funded account, the threshold turns to a static threshold. If you guys don't know, on funded accounts, if you reach, basically the way they calculate it is if you reach the amount your threshold is on your account, so let's just say 300K account, which is what we're using now, it has a threshold of 7,500. Once you reach 7,500 plus 100, which is 7,600, then your account, the trailing threshold turns to a static threshold, and it just stays at the original account balance plus 100. So if you look at the top left, that's just proof that we're trading a funded account here, and we currently made $8,600, $8,700. Charles one says, Panda, common mistake is that I make is I switch to MES and forget to switch back when I see my setup. You must love it when you lose, but if you win, you must hate it. You're like, yes, that was an MES. Gabe says, I don't know why, but for a second I thought you needed to reach your 20K goal to have, yeah. So people get that mistaken. If you don't need to reach the goal again for eval. You just need to get to the point of the trailing threshold or the minimum account balance you need to withdraw, which is basically the threshold amount. So it's people get that mistaken, get confused. It's not, you don't have to get 20K to get the static threshold on the, you don't have to basically pass a challenge again. You already passed the eval. They, in a sense, already believe that you can make money, but now, so you just need to get to that amount. All right. I'm really glad. I mean, I'm not too sad about missing this move up. And also, if I had the MES, if I was trading the 5 minute chart always in long, I bought here. I could have scalped out, but you would buy again here, and you're thinking there might be another chance to come out break even sometime. But this strong bear bar, you're usually thinking, all right, I'm just out. I'm out. But who knows? Who knows? Letitia says, "LOL, I won $500 trade on sim account thinking eval account happens." Oh man, that that might seem like a little thing, but that makes you go on tilt so bad sometimes you end up blowing your accounts because now you're thinking, oh man, like that's $500 I should have had in my account. So now you do whatever you can and you do dumb stuff, get reckless, get triggered, go on tilt, and you end up blowing your accounts because you made a small mistake, and that small mistake was the thing that triggered you. So I know it seems like a small thing, but really, if you think about it, sometimes that's what begins your tilt and busting your accounts. I always tell myself, when I sometimes like I'm up a lot on this account. I'm up, over I'm $8,700 on this account. But I always tell myself whenever I feel invincible, you end up feeling invincible when you start trading very well, and that's almost as harmful to you as trading or going on tilt and revenge trading. That's almost as harmful. And I always tell myself, I'm one trade away from busting my accounts. And I'm not saying that I will take one trade so bad I will bust my accounts, but I'm saying that it just takes that one trade to put you on tilt. And then the next trade, you double your contracts. And then from there, you double your contracts again. And then you start taking dumb trades and you move your stop loss. I always tell myself, I'm always one trade away from busting on my accounts. And so just be thankful. Always remind yourself, you got to take the best setups no matter what. You got to stick to the plan. You got to always remind yourself. So I always try to say, I'm one trade away from busting my accounts. And, you don't hear that. You don't really hear that, anecdotal advice from other people, right? You're not gonna hear that from Patrick, Weiland, because he doesn't really trade. But for people who really trade and have made those mistakes, like you're gonna hear those things. You're gonna hear things from me because I've made all those mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've been doing this now for 3 years, and I've clawed, I clawed my way here, tooth and nail, to get to this point. I've made all my mistakes. Trust me, my tuition is massive. It's like I went to Harvard. I might as well have gone to Harvard. The amount of tuition I've paid to the market. I have a lot of scars. I have a lot of scars on this panda body. But you gotta earn it. That's the only way to get there. You gotta earn it. You gotta get through the pains. You gotta make the mistakes. And sometimes, the quicker you learn, the better you are. But I'm a dumb panda, so I make mistakes multiple times, forgetting very, very quickly the mistakes that I make. And so, it took me a long time to get here. What can I say? Ashley Elder says, "This is my fourth funded account. It gets so hard once it's real." Yes, for some reason you lose all sense of reality. You lose all sense of logic and reasoning. You just don't know. Adesh says, "The secret is my secret is I'm always on tilt." That's like Hulk. The secret is I'm always on tilt. You can't go on tilt if you're always on tilt. I would say probably the thing that helped me a lot. Sorry, there's no trades here right now, Panda. So I'm not taking any setups here. I don't see anything good. I would say probably one big thing that helped me in terms of trying to not go on tilt. If I get 3 losses in a row, no matter what, I stop. I stop. I say it on stream oftentimes. Sometimes I have 3 losses in a row on stream, and then I just stop. I just keep the stream on just to be with you guys, but I know I'm not gonna trade anymore. I guess that did help me. I'm trying to figure out the thing that really helped me be okay with red days. I think that's the thing. You gotta be okay with red days. Some people, it's like more painful. They rather bust their accounts than end red on a certain day, and it's silly, right? Like why our brains would think that. Like basically, you have to have the philosophy, you know, live to trade another day, right? Live to trade another day. Especially if you have PA accounts, right? Especially if you have the lifetime PA accounts, your philosophy should always be, no matter what, I live to trade another day. I'd rather be deep red and not revenge trade, get my accounts back green, because I want to trade another day, live to trade another day. And the reason why that's important is because oftentimes when I have like pretty bad red days, the next day I do amazing. I do amazing, and that market cycle, sometimes the market cycle is better for you. Get better setups, you get more setups, you get less tricked, and so you got to get to the next day because the next day can change everything in terms of how you read the price action and how well you can read it. Sometimes like last week, or was it last week? Yeah, like last week. Man, trading was so hard. Last week, like it was all last week. I could see myself a younger panda busting all my accounts, on a week like last week. I could see myself, and I was very thankful. I was thanking God, saying I've obviously matured somehow. I don't know how, and I don't know why, but I got out of that mess. And this week, man, we've made so much more money than we lost last week. We've made so much money, so much more than we lost last week. It's tough, I know. You guys probably don't want to hear all this. This is like the reality of trading, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Justin says BBM helps you get bamboo. Patrick, the trading Karen, helps you get bamboozled. The secret's in the sauce. And also, Big Mamas help a lot. What can I say? Big Mamas. Thank Big Mama. The Big Mama was a gift straight from the heavens, dropped down to us. Everyone must thank Big Mama. Do we got a setup here, pandas? Can we say a double bottom? Are we looking for it to go long? I don't know. This is confusing to me. On the 10,000 tick, we're making lower highs and lower lows. Not lower lows yet. Lower highs, though. I don't know. I don't know, pandas. This is tough. Not sure what's happening. It could turn to a trading range. That's why it's confusing, right? This could be trading range, but also we're in a downtrend. So right now, it looks like trading range because now we got a big push off the bottom of this. Okay. Maybe trading range. Robert Redhead says, I've come to understand trading is more of a mental struggle than you want to admit. Yes. Ashley Elder. Ashley. Letitia. These again, they are 100% representing the 2% of the female panda population that are here right now. I appreciate it. Ashley Elder, do you have a max loss set up on your account? I don't have a max loss set up on my account. It's more mental. Adesh says 2 losses and day is done. Psycho Clam says, since I have a stable job, I can remind myself that I don't need any particular trade. All right. Gabe says, if I understand correctly, you can withdraw after you have made more than 7.5 on the 300k account. Yes. You need actually 7.6 to withdraw on the 300k account. Got a fail second entry short here, perhaps. But I don't like it, right? I need another test down here. This is making it tough for me to take this fail second entry short. It does trigger and it can blast off here. No problem. I'm okay with missing that. It can make a new low here because we have such a strong push down. You're thinking a new low. And I'm not looking for a long trade right now. It is what it is, pandas. We could be bouncing off the bottom of the trading range, coming back to the top. It could be very likely. But I'm looking for a new low because this push down was so strong. And I'm glad I didn't take this long. I would be sweating right now already. Hugh says, I'm always nervous about leaving money above the withdrawal threshold on my P accounts. I'm just worried that Apex will go belly up one day and I'll leave all that money on the table. It's true. I mean, I always tell people in prop firms, no matter what, it's not Apex specific, any prop firm, make sure you withdraw. The only money you keep in your accounts is the maximum amount of money you're willing to lose. I know it sounds weird because that's like kind of like trading, but there's a risk there for any prop firm to become insolvent. And I don't think prop firms are perfect. I like Apex a lot. They've been very reliable, but if I know anything about trading, the past doesn't necessarily predict the future. So I'm glad I didn't take that long because I would have lost money there. And the reason being because I'm looking for a new low. So I always tell people, only keep the max amount of money you're willing to lose. Matthew Dawes says, the best thing I think is being able to not take a single trade one day. It can be easy to want to take a trade even though you don't have a setup. It's better to end the day at $0 than in red. That is some wise words from Matthew Dodd. Wise words from a young man. Andrew Wade says, Panda, do you still practice on playback or look at charts to practice? I, at the end of the day, always look back at all my trades, and I always look at the charts to see if there are setups I missed or setups that are tricky. I kind of go back at the end of the day and look at, and I do that with a accountability partner. I do that with someone that I can trust and is with the same kind of mindset as me, trying to get better every day. And I would recommend you find someone that will be willing to go through the entire chart with you every single day after trading, go over all your mistakes and go over all your successes. And I think for me, I do that every single day still. It helps to have a partner. It really helps to have a partner in that sense, because you get different perspectives. Like, you might think it's wrong, or you might think it's wrong for a certain way, but your partner can find something else. You're like, oh, you actually missed this as well. It's like, all right, thanks. Ashley says, I am a guy. No! I got trapped. I got trapped in real life. Ashley says, I went to school and had 6 girls with the same name. You know what? On those those names that are like unisex, I should assume that it's a male version. Like Letitia, that is obviously a female name. But Ashley, since it's both, I should just assume it's the male. Psycho Clam says, what software do you use to back this? I just use the native. Second entry long is what propels us up higher. Tricky. Maybe come back to the top of the blue box. All right, I'm happy with this $100 profit today. I'm mostly happy because I took a setup that I really liked, and I took it and I held it, and I think it was a a decent trade because of how quickly it finished. I'm glad I skipped this one, right? It's almost the exact same setup as here. So now we have a double bottom. But I was looking for that new low here at this point. And so that made me skip all of this. I can't take this long, even though it's a good signal bar, but it's beneath the 20 MA.
Tick trap.
So it does push up, but that's unfortunate. Just can't take that trade. That doesn't take trade, makes an outside bar reversal. Okay. Huh. It's a bit confusing now. Don't know what's happening. You guys thinking I'm gonna end the stream makes me want to stream even longer. It makes me want to do an all-day stream now because you guys are saying that you guys think I'm leaving. Are you guys reverse psychologizing me? Reverse psychology attack? I really just don't have a setup though. And from the way things are looking, big up, big down, it doesn't seem like it's a type of day that I'll be very good at trading today. Too many reversals. Higher low here. I don't know what to do here. I'm kind of in the middle of a trading range, so it's a little difficult to know. I mean, it makes sense we try to reach the top because you're coming off the bottom. And we're more than halfway there now. So, what to do? What to do? What to do? Hope you guys are excited for a montage Monday. Honestly, I love the montages. I love them. I love them. Phoenix, welcome, welcome. Gabe. Don't tell me this is the Gabe. Hugh wants to know how I am when I hang out with the boys. Jokes all day. That's all it's about. It's having a good time. Jokes and making fun of people. That's all I do. I'm just kidding. I only say nice things. Trap trade. Coming up to the top of the trading range. Yeah, it's sus. It's a sus setup, but I mean, it might work. Wouldn't be surprised if it does. It's just I don't have a setup. It's not a good looking setup.
10,000 tick trap.
Maybe if I made my channel like this, it could have been like a higher low setup. Coming back to the top of the blue box. Double bottom here. Question is, are we returning to a trading range? Or are we making double bottom, a W, to shoot up to break the previous, or get back to the wedge? Or not wedge, ledge. Get back to the ledge with an L. Ledge created here. Hit here. Hit came back up to it. The market just loves this ledge. Loves it. Absolutely loves it. Adores it. Man, always in long. Micro contracts. Should I try? Should I attempt it? I don't know. MES. Always in long. Should I try? Hey, we got static threshold. Might as well. Static threshold for the win. 5-minute MES. 5-minute MES. Always in long trading. 2 strong bull bars above the 20 MA. Super strong bull bar. Almost scary to buy the the top of this. I basically will just buy the close of every single bar. My commissions are going to be insane. If you guys don't know, the commissions for the MES is straight up robbery. Straight up robbery. It's less, obviously less than it is than the Emini, but ratio-wise, it is just it's horrendous. It's terrible. Always in long. Biggest mistake of my life. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got filled. The reason why I'm doing MES contracts is because my stop loss is down here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. More than 11 points. Ah! We're gonna look for 5 points though. Let's look for a half. Yeah, half. It's half the risk. Let's see if we can get it. And we'll just keep buying. We'll keep buying at every close. See what happens. If you guys know, this is MES. So I never traded MES here. This is the first time. My first time ever on this stream. Welcome. But MES basically is $5 for every point. It's 10 times smaller than the E-mini. And that means that you can risk a lot more. That means I'm going to buy. Even if this is a strong bear bar, I'm buying pandas. I'm always in long right now. I do not care how this candle looks like. I'm always in long. So that means if you have 10, basically if you have 10 contracts on the micro, it's equivalent to 1 E-mini contract. Gonna buy off the 20 EMA. I'll do it. Don't make me do it, but I'll do it if I have to. I'll do it. There's a certain ledge we want to get to.
10,000 tick trap.
That's our goal here. Let's get to that ledge. Really should look for a 1-to-1 risk reward. Go 1-to-1 risk reward. Looks like this. Never before seen here. Always in long. I actually have done always in long before. But the last time I did it, I think it was with the evals. But now we're doing MES contracts. Like, I feel so stress free. Even if I lose this, right, that's a $50 loss. $50 loss, pandas. That's how like stress free you can be when you trade with MES contracts. We'll buy close of this bar. Because I'm always in long by the close. It looks terrible though, pandas. I'm not gonna lie. This bar looks pretty bad. But I'm buying the close. In it. I was hoping more bulls would play along with me and this would actually push up. Okay, coming off the 20 MA here. Coming out basically break even on my first trade, but with the second trade coming out with a profit, as Navo explained. Brooks would say some people manage it like this. Because anyone who's always in long will think they can come out at least break even. In fact, those who are always in long here are now coming out break even in this area. So maybe those who are always in long here are finding their way out. But I think we're always in long again here. Got two strong bull bars. Another reason why I felt like this would be a good trade is because we had two bear bars ending on their low, but no follow through, reversing strongly. Another reason why I felt like this would be always in long now. Right, the bears had their chance here, but they failed at the support and it bounced off of it. Isn't this fun, pandas? Isn't this fun? Something new, something fresh, something possibly that we can add to our repertoire. Trading the MES. I feel so risk-free trading MES. I should trade MES more often. This is like how people feel with like 100K accounts and they're trading one Emini contract. This is how people feel. It's the same equivalent ratio.
10,000 tick trap.
It's like someone having $10,000 but trading one single micro contract It's like a person with $100,000 trading one single E-mini. Same feeling. If we get strong bear bar closing underneath the 20 MA, I may just toss this up as a loss. Because now you're thinking this always in long has failed. I might just take it as a hit and just move on with like a minus 20 some dollar loss. It'd be nice if it bounced off the 20 MA and went up. I mean, that will just make me feel even more confident that this is always in long. I may even buy again here. Always in long. If it's a nice bull bar. Almost want to take this trade on the E-mini now. I just want to take this on the E-mini at this point. If we get a nice strong bull bar here. Good setup on the E-mini. If you guys don't know, the 5-minute on the E-mini MES are virtually the same. Or practically the same. Like, same movements. They're not the same instrument. They're actually completely different instruments, but in terms of movement, they're virtually the same. I buy long at the break of the bar of the stream. Okay, in this trade. I wanted to wait for the break above it because it can keep going down, and then that could have happened. So I want to prevent myself, like if this made a strong bear bar all of a sudden, I just want to prevent myself from entering the trade without confirming first. So I wanted the break of the previous candle's high before anything. And again, I feel like this is a good trade just to take on the E-mini. Like I should be taking this on the E-mini. So now we're trying to come out on break even on the original trade, but make money on the two scale-ins. Okay, we're out of the trade. Pandas, we made a whopping $14. Can you believe it, Pandas? But more than the amount of money we made, it's the fact that we took that as always in long trading. So kind of like let's kind of like who cares how much money you made? The fact that it was profitable, that's what's more important, right? Because obviously we don't care how much money we're making. We're trading the MES, right? Because if we lose, we don't lose that much money either. So we're not trying to make a killing here. We just want to show the concept, what's happening. Always in long, staying above the 20 MA. And yeah, I mean, good trades to take. You're able to scalp out if you traded it with the E-mini. And but I took it with micros because I was in the trade with micros all the way from the beginning. So it is what it is. But Pandas. All right, Pandas. Hey. With that being said, have an amazing weekend. Hope everyone has an amazing weekend. Yeah. Renew, revitalize, refresh, refocus, I don't know, whatever it is that gets you back. So next week that you can do even better than you did this week. You gotta do better every single day. So Pandas, I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. restore that mental capital, and spend time with those whom you love. And I hope that everyone has, just a thing they can do, that they can just come back next week and be ready to get that bamboo. So, pandas, hope everybody here enjoyed today's show. Make sure you scalp that like button. I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday. Monday. See you guys bright and early Monday at 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. And again, if you want to join the pre-market show, you guys can become pandas. Go over all my off-stream trades, go over all my account balances, go over all my accounts. And if you guys want to follow a little more closely my journey, you guys can do that. That's there for you. So pandas, trade safe, everybody. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.